Let's start. Hey Sub, how are you?
Hey, Vijay, I'm good. Thanks. How are you?
Good. Uh, yeah, let's discuss like how's your experience with our platform, and then we'll move forward to go through step by step your questions and also discuss some stuff in the building code.
Sure. Um, I think it's been almost a month since I've been using your platform. And I think personally, I feel that I have gained a lot of knowledge by attempting the quizzes and going through the building code through those quizzes. Um, I prior to coming to this platform and getting in touch with you, I was looking at some other platforms as well. And I think in terms of BCIN preparations, there's not much material out there. And whatever is there, it's very limited and it's not up to the par in terms of preparation. I think in your platform, it is very comprehensive and covers a lot of different parts of the building code. And I think so far I can say that I'm in a very hopefully good situation to clear this exam, as I feel I have done a very good practice of this, and it was I think it's very helpful that the material that you've put forward.
I think you finished 80-90% of the quizzes, right?
Yes, I have finished 95% of the quiz, and I'm just left with one final exam.
Oh, that's good. Definitely, like when I started my BCIN journey and preparing for the BCIN stuff, there is no real like a structured information. I'll say it's
Yeah.
information is always over there, but it's not that much structured. And some questions, like let's say image based questions or like a supplementary standards that we always ignore while preparing. So that's why like when I started this platform, I decided that like I'm going to cover all of that stuff that like never give you any surprise. And in this session, we are going to go more deep because I just recently give the 2024 building services exam, got
Okay.
passed, and I see some changes compared to the 2020 2012. So
Mhm.
that's going to help you definitely.
Sure. Yeah. Really appreciate that. No, I think um, this your platform covers a lot of aspects. Like you said, I think prior to this, I never touched the Volume 2 SB parts. And I think with your platform, I was able to touch many parts of it, which are part of the syllabus for house. So, yeah, no, I think that's a very great platform, and it definitely helps a lot of candidates.
How's the description or describe? Like I always describe everything in the bottom. Like that's help or not? Like
That
really.
I think that is very helpful because it's not that if I give a wrong answer uh, and then there's you just it's not like that you just only give the correct answer. You have also provided the explanation behind that answer, and then you also try to provide a real life example behind that answer. So I think that um, really helps in understanding why there is a specific answer for that question. So no,
I
that
think especially for the that tables like beam calculation and all
yes,
that stuff in the part 9 and rafters and all that stuff,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very helpful in terms of calculations let's say calculating snow load and stuff like that.
100%, I agree. It's I think um, if you initially if you don't understand how a specific numerical or snow load calculation or anything particular numerical is solved, then you have also provided step by step calculations of how to achieve that specific answer or how to refer the table as well. So
I
no,
think you have stamped the BCI and small building before, right?
yes,
And I think we discussed initially
yes. So I attempted BCI in small buildings. I think beginning of last year.
in the
It
2012 basically, right?
Yeah, that was 2012. So that I was not able to crack that exam, and I think I feel like I didn't had enough uh,
It's
preparation
not
for that.
even about knowledge. Even I feel that sometimes it's about navigation
Yeah,
and how it's break it down.
yeah,
When we read, I think volume one, like when we read the whole syllabus. Like let me share the screen so like people can see the syllabus and we can also see. But
sure.
yeah. Let me know if you can see the screen.
Yes, I can see it now.
Like it's like a huge syllabus. So
It is
like
definitely.
yeah, so like when like we finish the volume one, so up to this portion it's just volume one, and then supplementary standards are volume two.
Yeah,
And when you go in the exam, sometimes you have like too many questions from the volume two, and you never open it.
that's true. I think in my exam for small buildings, there were a lot of questions from supplementary standards, and that was definitely tough for me at that time because I was looking at those questions for the first time.
Yeah, that's the same issues I faced, and I got passed definitely because I
Nice.
spent too much time in the field. When I gave first time, I gave the small building, but now I recommend people. I recommend for the house because even though if you are in the field, sometimes it's not like in your luck.
Yes,
It's too much in the volume two, and if you are not prepared, it's not going to be passed.
and I think like it's good to start with step one, which is house, which gives a good
Yeah.
foundation for the next step as well. So,
I
uh,
think almost like whatever you need in your job or like to do your private business or freelancing, like house is covered most of the stuff. Like small building is next level, definitely go for that. But like if you do the house, it's going to be really
yeah,
good.
yeah, yeah, I agree.
But people feels that like it's like a giving a G exam. They skip the G2.
Yeah,
It's always like complicated.
yeah, yeah.
So let's go through your question first. Then I'll give you what you have to see in the exam and all that stuff. So if you have
Okay.
any question, let me know.
Yeah. So I think um, first I just want to know the way I've been practicing is through a PDF version mainly.
Okay.
I'm very much comfortable in using the PDF versions of both Volume One and Volume Two.
Yeah.
That's how I have practiced for a while, and I wanted to know if using Control plus F key in the exam is allowed because that specific function helps a lot in finding the main keywords, and that helps to jump into those sections. Uh,
So I would like to add here is like see first is when topic is unknown
yeah,
and you have to spend a time, then it's really good to use Control F. But for me, like I used to use both the volumes, like online version and offline, like book also. So if you
okay,
are using online version, that's totally fine. And if you practice with that,
yeah,
that's going to work for you. It's not going to be that much change. And now I started even to use more
yeah,
online version. I used to be fan of the book only
yeah,
because in the 2012 they don't used to allow the books. So I used to like put all the tags and write down all that stuff and stuff like that.
yeah,
With 2024 strategies change, definitely you can use the Control F for the search. But the
okay,
another thing is, I'll show you here. Can't jump into the section. So last time when I go, I just think that I can jump in the building codes, which going to save my lots of time. Like let's say here,
mhm,
I have sections open and SB12. If I want to go, it's SB12. It's not real in the exam. In the exam, you have to just drag by mouse or like use these, but it's going to take your some of your time.
yeah,
And every second matters in the exam. So when you are practicing for the final exam and stuff like that, even though you have to just give one final exam, I'll recommend don't use that. I think we already discussed this before. So
mhm.
hopefully you are not using that.
Oh no, not I'm not using jumping onto
Yeah,
the main index section. So like
that's
you said, that's what I've used for the exams to practice is manually scroll and using the Control F keys.
yeah. Control F is going to work definitely, and use that. And some topics, if you know already, let's say if
Yeah,
they are asking you about the soil gas or snow load calculation, you
yeah.
already know that it's in the part B, part
Part
9.
nine. Yeah,
Then section 9.4 is for the snow load.
yeah,
So like if you put snow load, you're going to one by one, it's like too much. And in the part 3 also there is snow load. Part 4 has snow load.
yeah,
So Control F has disadvantage also. I'll show you like let's say do Control F.
yeah,
No, and also just let you know your spelling has to be very right.
yeah.
Also try with the maximum words, like if the length is big, like let's say question has like a bigger like keyword or something, try
Yeah.
to put more because it's 110 now. So if you go through one
Yeah.
by one everything, it's
Oh
too
yes,
much
yes.
time. So that's one thing. If you make any spelling mistake, it's not going to help you.
Yeah.
So try to not make any spelling mistake. Plus, space definitely need whenever you have space in your words
Hmm.
and stuff like that. And also, it's cap or small, that doesn't matter. You can
Yeah.
use whatever you want. Like, so that's going to help you.
Hmm.
But yeah, so use
Okay.
left like that.
Yeah. No, I like when the questions comes from, like, when I read the question, then it gives me an idea of, you know, because I've practiced, it gives me an idea on which particular section I have to jump on. So
Yeah.
my plan is when I use Control F, and if it gives me like 50 uh, options for snow load or anything which is written in the question, then
Yeah.
my goal is to jump to that specific section where I feel like the answer would be, like if in part.
Another good way is to see the answers also.
Yes.
Sometimes what happen is like let's say they ask you about like what standard needs to meet or something like that.
Hmm.
Then you have three or four options, and I'll just find that four options
Yeah.
and then try to find the answer. Let me see if I can find something similar here, so I can show you. It's fine. Let's move on right now, but
Yeah.
I think you understand what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this kind of sorry, this kind of thing like it
oh yeah,
says
yeah.
like
The
just find these four cues, four of them like you know which one is going to work.
Yeah, that's how I've been using it, like looking at the options and then putting that in the Control F, and then it quickly shows me where I have to jump. If it's not option A, then option B, then option C, and then option D, and then
Also, when you go for the exams, so before what they used to do is like they used to write down everything in the similar line, but now even I put in my platform that like let's say shell is like important word in that,
yeah.
then you do the caps and size is slightly bigger. So when you are reading the question, see what is the gap and what is the highlighted stuff, because they are trying to inform you or like it's try to make it easy, like that
Okay.
you have to see
Yeah.
definitely. So
Yeah. No, that makes sense for sure. So yeah, Control F was my first question, and
let's discuss this also while we are here.
yeah,
So Shell versus May, I don't know you already
yeah,
know or not. Okay.
yeah. Shall is compulsory. I think that
Yeah,
shall means that is required, and may is like may or may not be.
may not, and this is like big thing in the
Yeah,
exam.
100%.
Don't. Yeah.
Initially, I didn't know that. So when I started your platform, and I think I made some mistakes, and then I realized. So
Yeah, that's good. Like you already know. So okay, yeah. Let's move on to the next thing.
so the next is calculator. So I will. I think I talked about this. So we can take one normal calculator, not the scientific one, which
Normal,
is.
yeah, normal you can take, or in the platform, what happen is it's going to be rectangle like this.
Hmm.
I'll show you here. So let's say here you have your question, and if you open your calculator, it's going to be like this. Besides that,
Okay.
so this is the calculator that I mark H mark, and these what happen is if you're let's say you are calculating snow load or something, your screen is already small. Are you planning to go over there or giving from your home?
I I think I want to give from the test center, but I think the date will, like I suspect that the date that I will get will be like months away. So I have to check that. But if I'm getting a date which is a month away, then probably I'm just going to give from my house.
With the new this platform mezzanine or something, I'm forgetting the name, but like what happened is I booked the home exam before this one, and mine one is not working out because of the wi-fi some issue, technical issue.
Okay.
And On the exam day, I'm sitting and I lose my exam. So basically, I took a day off from the job, or like on
Yeah.
that time I had to do a job. So took a day off and then spend my time, and eventually I'm not able to give the exam. So my recommendation is to go to a center if it's possible or makes sense. And
Okay.
over there they have definitely good screen, even like compared to bigger compared to the laptop.
I see. That
So
makes sense.
basically, like your screen is small, and like now you open your calculator, it's going to take the half screen. Then it's very hard to read or something. So I'll recommend, like, if you can just get simple calculator from the Dollarama or something, it's fine, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Uh,
Um. So that is one. And for if I have to do like if I have to do any calculations on a piece of paper, because I'm not planning to have a physical building code with me. So can I just take few sheets of paper or
so normally, like when you go in the exam, they used to give a very small seat, like
mhm.
very like a smaller one. But now they give like a A4 size paper and like
No.
give multiple paper also. So now it's not an issue. Like this kind of sheet they used to give.
Okay. But
And
if I'm
how I'll use this one is like you don't have to bring anything. They'll give you from the center. Once you are
okay.
done, you have to just like throw over there.
Yeah.
But how I'm using is so what I'll do is like I divide questions in the three sections. First
Mm-hmm.
one is like super easy. Use like control F, find the answer. Sometimes I already know the answers. Just want to, I don't even confirm on that time. I just go through and do it. So let's say I have total 70 question,
Yeah.
30 of them or 20 out of them, whatever I can do is like do very quickly. That's
Mm-hmm.
going to be 100% correct.
Yeah.
100% I find it, and it's under 1 minute. So
Yeah.
that's my strategy. I do
Yeah.
that. I forgot that 20 questions. Now on the second round, I know that I know how to calculate this no load, but it's going to take 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Or like beam calculation or whatever. It's depend on person to person. It's sometimes very easy for me,
Yeah.
complicated for you. So I'll just go through question to question, and whatever it's under 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, I'll finish that only.
Okay.
Third round, and what happen is like if I don't know something, like if I know the answer, I just take it. Like let's say what's the fire rating between the two house? It's 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I know verbally, but I want to see and confirm that. Or STC rating like 51 I need.
Yeah.
I
And
know
have.
verbally. I give the answer right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to find the answer or something, but what I'll do is like I'll make a two lines. One is like a 51 on this side,
Mm-hmm.
and 52 number of question is about like something about SB7, like
Yeah.
dot detail or something. I'm not very expert on that section or area. What I'll do is I don't even try to attempt right now, and I'll put right here number, like 4 number question. I'll go through in the last and finish it. Then in the end, what I'll do is this side, like I know the answers and I find it. I'll
Mm.
confirm all of them,
Okay.
and in the end, I'll attempt these ones also.
Yeah. Makes
And
sense.
even though you don't know the answer for the number four, I just give random answer, whatever I like.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
Right?
that's the last resort.
So just choose at least
Yeah.
and help you.
Yeah. Okay. So so that's what I was planning as well. Like attempting the questions that I know, and that will save time, like you said. That's gonna be my first attempt. Like quickly do the questions that I know, and then leave the numericals, even if I know how to attempt them, but for the next part, because they, like you said, it takes
Like
time to attempt. So
you have 2.5 minute, I think around 2.5 minute or 3 minutes, something for the each question.
yeah.
But don't distribute equally to the
No.
each question, and that's the best strategy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So
And also, like going to tell you that sometimes uh, let's move on. I'll let you know later. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So like you said, if we go to the exam center to give the exam, then they give us a PV piece of paper. But if we are giving from home, then for calculations, how can we do that on paper?
Say it again. Sorry.
So like you said, like we if we go to the center to give the exam,
Yeah.
Then they give the piece of paper for the calculations.
At home, like you have to show that you have blank paper. You
Yeah,
show them, they see that. In the end of the exam, you write down all that stuff, and they don't want you bring the question, answer, or anything outside of that room. So
yeah,
they'll tell you just like,
tear it.
yeah, erase it.
Okay, so like in the home exam, we are allowed to carry one empty piece of paper.
Yeah,
And
multiple, not one only, but
okay,
yeah.
that's good to know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think those were my questions. Basically, Control F and calculator, and I've just made a list, and then I think this empty pages. Um, besides this, I
Also try to figure out your washroom breaks because it's
yeah.
very important, and water rule. Like
Hmm.
when you book the exam, they'll give you send you the all the rules. I'll recommend read all of them. It's so boring, but even then read it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll get surprised on that. Water bottle, you can bring it, but it needs to be transparent with no stickers,
Hmm.
and drink it because it's 3 hour exam. If you don't drink it, your brain is going to be exhausted.
Yeah.
I'll say drink it and plan bathrooms very well. Like I have good expertise, so now if I go to exams, I go to washroom even.
Yeah.
But if you feel that you don't find that much time, then don't like waste too much time, and at least like mentally you prepared.
Yes.
So that's benefit in the center. If you go
Okay.
to the center, it's not going to take that much time to like get permission and all that stuff. You just walk out, go
Yeah.
through your room, come back and give your exam. Versus in the house, like you have to find your proctor. He has to
Yeah.
allowed and go and back and all that stuff.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's a good point. So another thing is, I think it's probably my last question. So if I book the exam today, then approximately in what is the timeline? Like in how many days usually I can give the exam? Is it like 1 week, 2 weeks, or is that? Um,
Depend on the locations. Like normally, like you'll get in 1 or 2 weeks. But like what I'll say is like pay the fees because once you pay the fees, like they allows you up to certain months you can attempt the exam basically. Then you will get an email and then you can book an exam from the platform basically.
yeah,
You are just right now pay the money
yeah,
and then go through that platform and see the location, different locations, and different locations has different timeline according to the exam.
okay,
House is always busy.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So that sounds great. Yeah, I think that's my questions. But I would like if there's any tips or tricks that you can share.
Don't wear your cap when
What's
you
that?
go for the exam. Don't wear your cap when you go for the exam.
Okay.
Don't bring any smartwatch, mobile phone you have, but like if you have a car,
Yeah.
just put it in over there. Or like if you go inside you can put. Don't bring hoodie or something like that. All of these rule you can read on that thing, like
Yeah.
the
I
register.
I think in terms of cap, I usually wear my turban. So
One is
I
fine because it's for the
yeah,
religious purpose, but
yeah, yeah.
the, I don't think they allowed.
Cap. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and birds or something like yeah,
Yeah.
electronic systems. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. Another thing is like when you go for the exam, they don't use the normal words. You already know this because you read the building code a lot.
Yeah.
They don't say sink, they say lavatory.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
A
like
gypsum board is like drywall or
yeah.
drywall is gypsum board. So some stuff like even like many words like you never heard, but it's like similar word, you know.
I
So
think I read that in your blog. You've
uh,
provided list
down
of those words, so that was helpful. Yeah, that is. I think in even in the exam pattern, you've used those words, so that helps a lot.
yeah. Also like how I distribute the question is like three kinds of question. One is you know the topic, non-topic or unknown topic, use the control F, like theory based question, like what the let's say stair weights in the
Yeah.
house or
Yeah.
something like that, minimum ceiling height in the basement or something like that. Okay, so first one is that, so that one you can figure out with the control F.
Yeah.
Another one is the pure calculations, snow load, beam, or like something like that, you know,
Hmm.
or in the, and third one is the tables.
Yeah.
Tables are very underrated, but
Yeah.
tables are going to come. and in the exam you don't want to get panic, then use the tables right now during your practice.
Yeah.
Like, and too many tables in the SB12,
Yes.
especially for the HVAC and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we'll go through the SB like supplementary standards very quickly, so I can see that like you already know stuff or not, but we'll go through for
Sure.
the house only. So
Sure.
that on that, and also time management we already discussed. Then just give you there are three parts basically in the volume one: division A, division B, and division C.
Mm-hmm.
Division A is all about objectives, function, how building code works, roles, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like if you have questions, something like that,
Yeah.
you have to figure out, divide each of them. Like either this is going to work when you don't know how to use Control F.
Yes.
If it's got like 1,000 options in the Control F, you can't use the Control F.
No. Yeah.
So now the strategy is divide either division A, division B, or C.
Mm-hmm.
If the question is about stair widths, then it's part 9. You
Yeah.
already know it's
Mm-hmm.
division B. And if it's about like let's say what's the permit timeline when we'll go get the permit or something, it's division C.
Mm-hmm.
Understand division A, what's they cover? It's objective, functions, role, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Division B is all about all the like part 1 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and division C is like all about timeline, stage of inspection. Uh, you need architect or engineer and all
Yeah.
that. Like you can go through that and definitely know.
Mm.
And if none of that, then it's going to be volume 2.
Okay.
It's volume 2. Put it
Yeah.
on.
So there's, I think when you said volume two, so there was some questions. I remember there were some questions regarding functional statements.
Yeah.
Uh, that was, I think, that I tried to find in volume one, but they ended up being in volume two with from a big table.
Yeah. I
Um,
know.
it said like I think OH or something like that. But so functional statements are basically from volume one, but is that something from volume two as well?
Yeah. So let's see. I didn't even remember where I can find right now, but let's say
Maybe
it's
I can try finding the question from the last exam that I gave.
that's really good. Yeah, here in the SA1 you can
Yeah,
see.
exactly. Yeah.
And the question is going, try to find the question so we can so or like I can read, and I'll try to find in the division A like how can use it, so we can give really good example here, and you
Okay.
can and also
I'm
this
just
is also a surprise for me when I started.
I'm just trying to find the question here. Functional.
Basically they design the building code based on the functional statement and objectives.
Yeah.
So each section has their own functional statement and objectives, and over there they are describing.
Okay.
So yeah,
Just
here objectives. So they'll give you like this is the objectives. Basically, they have main 5 objectives, and it's like on your sections they'll talk about. Let's say if you are in the part 9, because this exam is mostly about part 9. So take that example.
mm-hmm.
In the exam, they'll give you this is why it's take time in the exam. Even though I'm using every day, it's take time for me to
Oh
put.
no, it's every time I've attempted a question, I still try to find it. It takes me time. So
That's why you need to practice a quiz
yeah,
too much, because in the day-to-day life you don't scroll this much.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So basically, here we can see. Let's say in the exam they'll ask you section 9.3.2.5 what functional statement relevant basically, and then they'll give you the answers like F20, 18, whatever.
Okay.
Basically, you have to come here.
Yeah.
9.3.2.5 standards are F21, F8,
Yeah.
and objectives are these ones.
I think the way I got confused is if like they've mentioned the the number 9.3.2, I assume that I have to jump to part
Yes,
9,
Shubhkarman, yeah.
and that's how the confusion comes. So
That,
that is, yeah, that's a
that
good catch.
here, like you have to see the answers. If you
Yes.
see the answers, answer has F21, 22, and whatever. And I have in the quiz too
Yes.
many stuff like this.
Yeah.
So then, like, it's going to be jump into your mind. And these ones, like, I do in the end because these one take times.
Yeah. Yeah.
This
So
one is not like that straightforward. House exam is like way easier compared to small,
mhm,
large, or complex building. So it's not that complicated. It's very
mhm,
easy, definitely.
yeah.
If you know already how to crack the exam and you'll do it. But
Yeah. No, fingers crossed. So
yeah, and like just do what you know already. So let's say 30 or 40 questions you already know, your confidence is so high versus like if you try to attempt the question that you don't know or you spend too much time,
that,
then
yeah.
new issue in the
Then
exam.
I lose time. So
Yeah,
so we can jump questions, right? So if I don't want to attempt question number 15, I can just jump to next, and then later on I can come back. Okay.
yeah, definitely. And over there, like on the build on the exam,
Yeah.
I'll show it here. So you can drop it down and it shows something like this. And all the question number is over there.
Yeah.
Basically, and it shows like which one you attempt, which one you don't. And then whatever you don't attempt, just go over there and
Yeah.
attempt at those questions.
Okay.
And that's why I use this paper also, where I just make all the
Like in your platform as well, I think you follow the same pattern. So I
I
can.
want to get all that stuff. So like you can practice really good.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. So that's good. Division C also you already know, but
Yeah.
you don't have to read that much. Division C, like you have to read and understand definitely. But like in the exam, if you don't know some area or something, like Control F is going to help you.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely say read, understand, and then go to the exam. I don't
Yeah.
say just go to exam with the Control F. You'll never going to pass with the Control F only.
No, that because Control F always gives like thousands of options,
Yeah,
but you we should know where to jump exactly. That just
also sometimes like a question and answer, it's like you just feel that this is the answer, but it's not. Because if
yeah.
you don't know the basics, you don't know the depth of knowledge, like how to use it, then you don't know.
No,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true.
Another surprise you will get, or like you already practice on our platform, is that image based question,
Yes.
specifically for the spatial calculations. So they'll give you basically property line or something
Yeah.
and draw the house, and 4 or 5 questions in the sequence they'll give you. First they'll to ask you like what's the wall area
Yeah.
and all that stuff, like calculate the how much glazing we can put in this wall, basically.
Yeah.
So
And honestly, these questions, when it came, I have a practical experience with them because in one of the projects that I was doing, the city asked for the spatial calculations because it was we were designing a triplex and we had to cut some windows, but
mhm.
because of the limiting distance there, we were not able to give that specific area. So uh, I think when these questions came on a platform, I was like, I have to do these questions because they
So
are
like
very helpful.
they have a sequence of question. So problem is like most of the, like in our platform we have, but like if you don't know this, then you just go in the exam. So first question you just go like it's fine. I don't know this question. The next one is the same image has a different question. The
Yeah,
same image, third question,
yeah.
fourth and fifth.
4 5
and,
questions. Yeah,
and you cry from the inside now, like no idea like what's going on here.
yeah, yeah,
So I think that's good. And in the city, like whenever like you do like a basement apartment house or anything, when you put a new window, you have to do this.
yeah,
This is not only for the exam, or if you are like if you become a plan examiner, then you have to check that. If you building inspector, you have to confirm that on a site it's going to meet with. So these calculations are going to definitely help you.
yeah. For sure, for
That's
sure.
why I told people like first exam, like house, take more time, understand basics, understand everything. Small building take less time, but problem is like if you don't know the basics and don't know how to use it in the real world, this is not going to help you. It's
Yeah.
not just getting pass in this exam or getting a job,
Yeah.
solving everything.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Uh, yeah. So spatial calculation and all that stuff. So that's good. Index also you can use. I don't know you know or not, but in the volume 2 end they have whole index. So as per the words, I think they have like a, let's try to see. I don't see in the new ones, so I don't know. I used to use in the old ones,
Uh-huh.
but they have somewhere the whole index with the words and all that stuff. I don't able to find right now, but I'll put it later on in the description or something.
I think it was maybe towards the end of volume one, maybe.
One,
I saw
I
something
think maybe one.
towards the end.
Yeah,
Yep.
in the one we have. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
So let's say something it's about the roof and ceiling framing. Then only this section is like this one used to be like R control F before control F comes up.
Yeah. Okay.
If you know to how to use this,
Yeah.
then it's easy to
Yeah.
find stuff. Then let's say singles and set, then you have to find these 3, 4, or 5 sections and you can
Right.
get the answer. But
Right.
yeah, that's sometimes like if it's too complicated, in the end you have 20 minutes and only one questions you have to figure out. You
Mm-hmm.
want to figure out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. I think that's everything on this side. On the volume 2, let's go through very quickly. So just see, you already know or don't. So let's start with the SB1.
Mm-hmm.
For the snow calculation, you have to use the SB1 basically.
Mm-hmm.
We have too many questions on this one in the,
Yeah.
but definitely if they'll ask you to calculate the snow load for the breast bridge, and then you need SS and SR value,
Yeah.
which is here on the top. You can see SS and SR
Yeah.
value. So breast bridge, SS and SR value, and you'll take that and calculate the snow load basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also it depends upon the roof width. If the roof width is more than
5 meter.
4. Yeah, that also
If it's more than 4.5, then you need 0.5.
0.55. Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise it's 0.45, which
Yeah.
is we can see here on the 9.4. So here they describe
Yeah.
very
This
well
exactly.
on the CB value. It's
Yeah.
45 for 4.3. And I
4.3.
am currently making a special video on the how to calculate the snow load. So it's going to
Okay.
be for the people. Yeah.
Yeah. This was very helpful. I think I'm you had given step by step of how to
Yeah.
solve this question, so that was very helpful.
That I know because like even though if I give the answer, it's more confusing now
Yeah.
because if you got something else
Yeah.
and I gave, let's say for the Windsor, if I do the same question, let's do very quickly. So CB value, let's say 0.45 because it's not more than 4.3.
Mm-hmm.
SS and SR value is going to be 0.8 and 0.44. So Windsor
Windsor will be
last.
yeah. Here it should be.
And yeah, 0.8 and 0.4
Yeah.
for the Windsor, SS and SR value. Then if you calculate, your answer is 0.75.
Mm-hmm.
And in the option, you have 0.75, you just click it, move forward.
Yeah.
But here it's a catch. In any condition, you need 1 kPa.
In no case shall the specified snow load be less than 1 kPa.
So whatever happen, you need 1 kPa.
Yeah.
So you did all the calculation, even though answer is 1 kPa.
1 kPa.
So
Yeah.
that's the catch. And here you'll lose the marks basically.
Mm-hmm.
So C for that, okay. And it's the same for any other like roof or
So,
whatever.
so even if like even after calculation we are getting 0.75 kPa, but still we have to select 1 kPa.
1 kPa is the bare minimum
Yeah.
roof has to be.
Okay. That's a trick question.
That's the trick question that comes.
Yeah.
So like even though you spend a time, you understand the building code,
Yeah.
you miss the
But
or lose the exam here.
yeah,
That's why I'm just go through the supplementary standards with you.
that's good one. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one is that. SB2, let me know what's your understanding with the SB2, and then I'll explain you what's the SB2, how to use it, and what to comes up maybe.
I think SB2 was mainly associated with, from what I understand, was with mainly I was using SB2 with part 3
Yeah,
of volume 1.
that's
Uh,
correct.
so, yeah, that's if I have to refer to anything in terms of different building fire separation and stuff like that, then I use this along with part 3. But if it's for specific house and dwelling units, then I refer to part 9 and SB3.
Yeah, that's correct. So basically, when you are designing or reviewing the building, if it's under the part 9 building, you have to use the SB3.
Hmm.
And if it's under part 3, like big buildings, any kind of small buildings or something like that, then you have to use SB2.
Okay.
SB2, like I understand, as like a subway sandwich.
Yeah.
You'll take like a wall or a floor, and now like a subway, you'll make layers. Like, okay, I need total fire rating of 50 or 60. Then I'll get 20 minutes from the joist, 10 minutes from the this one, that one, and calculate total, and it's going to be 60.
So
You
we're
know?
making our own system.
Yeah, basically it's like that. And versus SB3 is more about like a package is ready. You
Yeah.
have to use it and you can use it.
Okay.
Don't have to use like a figure out what kind of stuff you can use it and stuff like that. I'll show you an example for that because SB3 is going to be helpful for you.
Hmm.
So see that. And also another catch is even though your building is under SB2, they don't like um, give you the information about STC rating. So let's
Hmm.
say you are doing building under part 3, you are using SB3, let's say SB2 for the part 3 building, you are using SB2 for the fire rating, right? But for the like STC ratings, you have
Yeah.
to use SB3.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
not in the real world, but not for the exam that much.
Hmm.
So here you come,
Yeah.
uh, they have different parts. So section 1 is for only for the walls.
Yes.
If you have to find answer for the wall, then just see the W is for the wall.
Alls. Yeah.
And if it's about roof or flat like horizontal part, it's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. I think there was a question as well. If there's walls, floors, and roof, then can we use table one? Then
Yeah,
I think there was
this,
a question. So
because then I want to explain all of that stuff in the quiz. So
yeah.
I have that. And here, like I'll give you one example. All the examples are same, then just number is going to change basically. So first one is like a so the this is the your assembly for the walls. Let's say I
Hmm.
want to get 1 hour fire rating and STC. Normally we know that we need 51 if we are doing 2 units. So here I just assume that I don't need any STC, I just need fire rating. And
Okay.
it's under part 9 building, then I can use for the 1 hour either W1A or W1D.
Hmm.
If I use the W1A, I need the insulation on one side.
Okay.
And if I use the W1D, I don't need the insulation on the one side.
Okay.
On the both case, you'll get the 1 hour fire rating.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Okay.
Sometimes we use the double gypsum board. They draw very good here. Like this is the
Yeah.
stud wall and stuff. So it's really good. And yeah, you can use. And this is the resilient channel to
Yeah.
get the DC rating. When it's come like between 2 units, you need I think a 51 STC rating.
Hmm.
So you can't use any of these wall, even though fire rating meets, but STC don't fit.
It has to be 51 STC.
Yeah, then you need from here. It's depend on the situation to situation, but I'm just trying to
Yeah.
show you how the table works basically.
Hmm.
So that's the SB3. I think you are good with the SB2 and SB3.
Hmm.
SB7 is more about the guards,
Yeah.
exterior and interior guards. Go through one by one everything. You don't have to remember everything, but you just have to understand where they give the what information basically,
Hmm.
how to use all of that stuff. They can ask you some questions on that,
Yeah.
but I don't have anything special on that, so I don't
Yeah.
spend time on that. So guards done, then SB12. SB12 is all about the energy
Okay.
efficient is 1000. So on this one, I'll go through the special sentence that always give the pain in the real world also.
Mm-hmm.
You can read all of this stuff definitely, but this one is, I feel that very important. If you know this one, explain me. If you don't, it's fine. I'll explain you. But
Okay, there was okay. I think it'll be good if you can explain this as well, because I understand of how to refer the compliance package table A1, A2, C1, C2, B1, B2, but
yeah,
if you can explain the
I'll
purpose.
explain you. So let's say you are designing a new house, and
Hmm.
also here, okay, and you have like it's very simple rectangle box, and you have some windows and stuff like that. So this is all of the glass windows basically.
Hmm.
When you are going to hit the house, it's going to be lose some energy definitely due to the glass.
Oh
So
yeah.
basically on this section they are controlling how much glass you can put in the overall house basically.
Okay.
If you are between 17 up to the 17,
Hmm.
then 17 to 22, let's say your total is 18%, which
Hmm.
is basically between the 17 to 22%.
Hmm.
Then you have to go through here and use this kind of window. Instead of like a 1.6 u value, you have to use 1.8.
Yeah.
Basically it's more stronger window which is
Hmm.
not to lose the energy in this
Right.
environment. Now it's up to the 22, but let's say this is my house, and I'll make like I highlight the wall so you can see that three walls. I make a yellow color. So
I'm not able to see
yeah,
that.
correct. Here you can see
Okay.
these three walls. Now you decide I'm going to do the glass. Everything is going to be glass. That means your total is like more than 22%. Let's say 60% here. So if it's 60%, that means you can't like a normal BCN designer can't design your house in terms of HVAC. He can't design the HVAC.
Yeah.
Then you need special designer for the HVAC. Then you need special kind of material and all that stuff.
Okay.
Basically, they are controlling the overall glazing. Even though your spatial calculation meeting,
Yeah.
your zoning bylaw allowed,
But the heat loss is
of
high.
it's going to control you. So when you design the house, you have to check all of this.
Yeah.
It's not one thing.
Yep.
It's
That's
really
good
good.
to know. Yeah,
It
that's good to
looks
know.
really fancy in the drawings, but if you can't make it in the real world, it's not good.
Yeah.
And you realize this when you go for the permit, if you are a designer,
Yeah.
and
That,
it's a nightmare for you and your client.
yep.
Because now you can't go back and say your client, oh, like we can't do this much windows, because
Yeah.
you propose them, you encourage them to go for the more windows, show them all the fancy words,
Yeah.
and now you go back and saying that we have to spend way more money compared
Yeah.
to the normal. So that's that basically.
Hmm.
Go up to 22 basically.
Yeah, from 17 to 22%.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can ask you like this is I have the in the platform this kind of question where like you can find the u value from the table, or
Yes.
I u value from the table and ask you like my window is more than 22%, or like it's between 17 to 22%, what you'll do. Then you have to use all of this.
Right. Okay.
So that's that. I'm not going through all of these, but that's very important. So I
Yeah.
saw so here. So if you have to find a compliance package, this one is for the HVAC basically.
Yes.
So HVAC has different kinds of materials like gas and oil and electric and all that stuff. So
Hmm.
this one is for all of it except the electric one. Electric is different one. So if you are using electric baseboard or heat pump, which is like going to use by the energy is by the electric, then your package is different.
Hmm.
Versus if you are using anything else, the package is the same.
Okay.
This is showing the efficiency basically.
Yeah.
And SI is the metric basically. IP is the imperial,
Yes.
and both is the same table.
Yeah.
So,
There was a question for that.
and what happen is like your question sometimes come from the metric, then you have to go in the metric, find the answer, give the answer.
Yes.
Some from the imperial. So in the real world, they use these ones mostly imperial. So
Imperial. Okay.
yeah, and contractors even understand these. Or like if you go to Home Depot to buy the insulation or something,
Yeah.
19 CI, then like they understand versus the imperial one.
Yeah.
So that's that. This one is like less efficiency, but normally I think we use these ones
Mm-hmm.
because
Okay.
right now like you can get like really good efficient
Yeah.
machines in the market. So
Mm-hmm.
that's that. This one is for the electric space heating. It
With
says
electric.
very
Yeah.
clearly, but if it's something electric space heating, you'll come here, find here,
Mm-hmm.
and same for here. And these four packages are eventually same,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like different values for the different parts. For
Yeah.
example, for the walls, they have different values.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes client just comes up and like not client, but normally contractors they have specific preference that I don't want to use rigid insulation. I want to use it or stuff like that. Then you have to choose accordingly.
Okay.
Otherwise, like as an architect or as an like a BCN designer, you'll choose any of these, give to your HVAC designer, and then he can design.
Okay.
So HVAC designer typically they also know, but they normally don't suggest. Normally designers do. That's why they are asking to the BCIN house exam, because as a BCIN designer, you have to know this.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's everything
Mm-hmm.
on these ones.
SB12. This was.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the edition, I think they have specific tables and stuff like that. So go through that and see that also. If you
For
are,
additions, you said.
yeah, if your how, yeah, for the editions, they have specific
Oh, okay. Okay.
like whole section or something.
Yeah.
Also, if your house is like more than 5 years, in the second suite, you are already know these rules. Like some stuff is going to reduce because of the part 11 and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The renovations and compliance alternatives.
So let's say window glazing, normally we need like 10% in the living room.
Yeah.
But if your house
Five
is older than 5 years, it's 5%
five
only.
percent. Yeah.
So
That.
stuff like that.
Yeah. That I think is using those values a lot on daily basis. For
We don't used to ask for the STC value before,
okay.
in the before the like 2012 building code basically, but
Uh-huh.
in the 2024 they change it is like you need STC value between the two units now,
Okay.
so
Okay.
sound can't go each
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
unit, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's everything I think from the my side also.
Okay.
Hopefully we are in a good
Yeah.
page, you know.
Yep. No, I, like I said, I think I've gained a lot of knowledge in terms of the real world building code, and also on how to attempt the questions. So yeah,
How much did you get on the full quiz when you try on our platform? It's like you did one two quiz, right? How much did you get?
like the final quizzes.
Yeah, in the final.
I think in first quiz I got 67 correct out of 70, and
Okay.
then in second quiz I got 60 correct out of 70.
60 questions.
Yeah, 60
In
questions
the
correct out of.
percentage, way more. In the percentage, how much you know that?
I
More than 70, I guess, right?
yeah, 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 more
Yeah,
than
yeah,
70.
definitely,
For
yeah.
for
Okay.
70, we need at least I think 49 questions correct. So I
Okay.
think I'm above that right now.
Yeah, you are in a good condition. Otherwise, I'll tell that like try another time, because in our platform we have set up that like every time you go and do the full quiz, even though you'll get some questions new,
Yes.
and like all the like sequence is going to change, option
Yeah.
sequence, question sequence, everything. So you'll
Yeah.
always like it's new.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you are in a good condition, so we don't need to do that, I guess.
Yeah. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I think my plan is to give the exam as soon as possible now. I wanted to have this chat with you
Do
before
it
I.
next week or something if you can,
Yes.
because you are in a really good condition right now, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll get past.
Yeah. No, that's fingers crossed. So no, thanks for no. I honestly mean like the platform is extremely helpful. Um, it's not just me saying. I think when people will try to find out and surfing through the internet, they will come
Yeah,
across different
definitely. Like
platforms.
too
So
many people's comes up,
yeah,
and
they will see what is useful and what is not. So
yeah.
okay, no,
All right. We'll see. Like once you'll get past, we'll do one another meeting or something.
sure, definitely.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
All
because this
right.
is step one, and then there's the next exam as well that I'm looking forward to, which is general or designer legal, but that we can discuss later.
Yeah, definitely. I think I just make a video on that. Like, what's the difference between them?
Yeah, I
And
saw
if
that.
you are planning, I think you are planning to stem the drawings and private
Yes.
stuff. Right? So I
Yeah.
think digital legal is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's way easy compared to the house. House is
Yeah.
technical and tough.
Mm,
That one is not. And
yeah.
once you get pass on that one, I'll recommend to give the small building because 60-70% of the house is going to become in the small building.
Yes.
You have to learn 30-40% extra
That's
once.
what my plan is. I have to give small buildings and then eventually large buildings, and what next? That also comes. But
When I started, I did the same way, like I did in the sequence. So what
okay.
happened is like it's like cover the some portion in some exams. You don't have to repeat and repeat.
Yes.
So it's going to help definitely.
Okay. Awesome.
Now
Perfect.
we'll catch up later definitely
Sure.
once we get past.
Sure. Thanks, Vijay. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Have
Have
a
a good
good
day.
day.